Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's Jakeem Grant with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Throwing on their first play. Got a man, it's Drake London. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on first. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart. And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
5 men in the secondary for the Pats. 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. That's taken at the 15. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he gets him around 6 there. David Onyemata there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Man in motion here. To throw it on 1st down. Able to find Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And they make the stop at the 46. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. All down that time by Jonathan Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pitts brings it in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pass play coming here. Cut near the goal line. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up 6-0 here in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. He stopped on the return at the 27. New England taking the field, its second series of the game coming up. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. There's the power, now some speed. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. That pass is caught by Bell. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing off the play fake here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Still 1st down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Dropping back to throw. Fell on the catch. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it down to a single point. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Grant with this return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Looking to the air here. Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Every tight end worth of salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cool on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Play made there by Clark Phillips. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Gibson here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. It was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, put a good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Chased out to his right. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That one's complete to London. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Connecting on the slant. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it again. He's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New England offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Jones reels it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd and 7. Catch is made in close. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Patriots 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Pass play now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Pitts. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
About to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They gain 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's taken in by Bell. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for it was Stevenson. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll try and throw it here. Has the connection to Jones. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's a throw. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots reduce the lead to just 4. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 21.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're throwing it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, he loses the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Finds his target, Robinson. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Throwing from the gun here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it 2nd and 10. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out front so far. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots and wide receiver Kendrick Bourne set to take over now. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 28.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Grant with this return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on 1st. Pitts brings it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Juke the defender. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. It could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's the counter give to Robinson. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds London on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left is Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw here on first down. Fell on the catch. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second down now, 7 to go. Looking for a throw here. This one's quickly to Jones. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He gets 6 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. Complete. It's Bourne. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
The give inside to Stevenson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Bourne. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's taken in by Bell. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
They'll run. Gibson. Gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 35.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Grant with this return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's the game of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the 41. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Christian Barmore with the play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from the gun. That one's complete to London. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Third and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 29. Got a man, it's London. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making a 9-point advantage. Drake London with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Rager with the return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Jones reels it in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Stevenson. Stiff arm success. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 16 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He's got it at the 6. And he has the New England touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over to you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 42.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Grant with this return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Into the hands of Pitts. He's got a gain of 6 there. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play coming here. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 39. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. Looking for the back that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They go again with Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Has the connection to Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Complete to number 25. A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Dropping back to throw. Able to find Jones. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To number 3 to Mario Douglas. A gain of 7. First down, Patriots.
Throwing it again here. He's got the hook up to board. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Jack Brady might be able to score a touchdown.
Running it here with Stevenson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a fourth-quarter lead. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
49. Falcons 45.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. It is caught left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now looking to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Rager with the return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that one's going to hit the turf.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Throwing from the gun here. toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. In motion right is Jones. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to the air here. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Gibson here from the gun. And they'll bring him down after an all right gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. The Falcons getting close, and they take it down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I get it in baseball. That 27th out, it's just different than the other 26. And these 100 yards and these inches right near the goal line, well, they're the toughest to get. And this defense, give them some credit, man. Put a gold star by that effort. To hold them inches away on the previous down and then to get the sack, game-changing kind of plays.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 48. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
3rd down from the gun. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 5 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He'll throw it yet again. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951. And 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. They are throwing it again. Throw reeled in by London. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. You know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Rager with the return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. From the 43. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 7. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying with Robinson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Third down, 1 yard to go. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. carry for Robinson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Giants coming up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've had their share of success in this game, in this new millennium. 2 wins over the Patriots, but this is a new group looking to make their mark.
Yeah, you think about Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, Victor Cruz. That group's moved on. This is a new group of Giants trying to leave their legacy on New York football. As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
To the air right away is Brady. A slant to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marcus Jones from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
That's going to be it for stream. See ya.